Yo, my bad, my bad. This is gonna be probably a late night video, and I can explain. I gotta give you a full explanation. So, what had happened was, it's just been a very busy last 2 days. Monday, going through it. Tuesday, busy, and then today, I was working on my code for like my app, and like for the past few days, I couldn't figure out like they said like there was this asset there, and like it couldn't do anything because this asset was in the code. It's like, okay, where's this fucking asset? I couldn't find it. I'm like, bro, what's going on here? Literally, after 2 days, I figured I just had to delete the dependency, then reinstall it, fix everything. So that blew me. Then literally went to the gym, showered, went back to coding, ate, then watched TV. Then I was like, wait a second, I'm supposed to make a video. So here's the video about Black Mirror. Yes, that was a long intro, but it was worth it because now you understand the context of thy life. So Black Mirror season seven, damn, season seven. All in all, I think it was pretty decent. I liked it a lot. I feel like Black Mirror is one of those shows that's just a good time to watch because each episode, if you don't know, is like its own story. Sometimes like a full movie length, sometimes just like an hour, maybe 45 minutes. But the point is, it's a short sci-fi s story or sci-fi inspired. They're always fun to watch. This season had, I'm looking at the episodes right now so I could double check. One, two, three, four, five, six, no, seven. One, two, three, four, five. Oh, it had 6 episodes. It had 6 episodes. Some were weak, some were pretty good, and some were just okay. I'm just gonna probably for this review just go through each one. Spoilers, by the way, but whatever. You know me at this point. So the first episode was Common People. I thought the combination of what they did, because again, like this is supposed to be like a sci-fi like show, so they have like different elements that make it kind of like into the future, but like it's still somewhat grounded or it's somewhat believable. There we go. So this episode, this dude has a wife. She has like this brain tumor, and they had to cut that part of her brain out. She's like practically brain dead. But it's like, hey, listen, there's this new thing where we give her this synthetic brain, and then at that point, she's just like herself, but she has to be in these certain range points and whatnot to keep her brain functioning. Then at the same time, like the company itself is kind of messed up because they give her like ads or they like make her sleep longer. And if you want to give like the full function of your brain properly, you don't have to run these ads. You have to pay extra. And they were already, already struggling. So then the other aspect of it, like I would say, like because there's already like the dark sci-fi side of it, but the other dark sci-fi side of it was like this dark web streaming service where you go on stream, you do these crazy things for money. So this husband went on stream doing these crazy things for money for shorty. But at some point, like just the cost to benefit ratios was just getting too high. She wanted to pass away. That was that. First episode was pretty good. I liked it a lot. Second episode was it was I think this was probably like the weakest episode. Because in all it was just like this girl working at a job. Then like a person she knew from high school came to the job. And like she was slowly started to go crazy because she like, were saying these things like, oh, peanut, like I think the best example was she said she had a peanut allergy, and everyone was like, "What do you mean? What is a peanut allergy? What does that mean?" They didn't know what it meant. The sci-fi twist was the girl from high school was getting her revenge, and she had like this device that let her travel through different to parallel universes, whatever parallel universe she wanted. That was a sci-fi twist. I thought it was just kind of meh. Didn't like it that much. That was like by far the weakest one. The next episode though, Hotel Reverie. That one was pretty good. That was a solid episode. It was just a producer wanted to remake a movie in modern times. So like they use AI to make the movie characters. Then like what's the word? Kind of matrix yourself inside the movie to play a character. But you interact with these characters with AI and they can interact with you and stuff like that. Kind of cool. Then if someone makes a mistake and the person who got teleported inside the movie was stuck, but at the same time, the AI who was one of the other main actresses was unstuck too. So they kind of just vibe together, fell in love, all that stuff. So it's kind of like a love story with AI. Kind of cool. I liked it. Then the next one was, I'm looking at the thing, Plaything. That one was interesting. I think it was more interesting than episode 2 for sure. And oh, and I feel like for sure I wouldn't mind like a part 2 of that one, just see how it played out. Because most of these episodes you kind of just survive on the fact of, oh, okay, this is the end of the story. I'm never gonna see another part again. Sometimes they might give you a part 2, they maybe not, but like I feel like I would be interested to see like what was their idea for a part 2. Because that whole idea was this game creator who was also a part of Netflix did a thing a while back. It was an interactive movie called Bandersnatch. So he was in this episode, made this game with actual living creatures almost inside the game and taking care of them and whatnot. So this one guy kind of goes crazy trying to communicate with them, kills a guy, then like he's being interrogated and whatnot. And his whole plan was to get the little creatures inside the game he was playing to like take over the world to make the world more peaceful because they assume humans were violent because they saw him murder someone in front of them to protect them. So that was that episode. Very interesting. I would say it was a bit super. It was very slow paced for sure. Like that did not. It was 46 minutes. It could have been like maybe 30 to be honest. They kind of dragged it out. It was cool. And the next episode, Eulogy, that was kind of nice because it's just kind of like a. Most of these episodes really are just two people, not a lot of actors. But I kind of like this one because it was just a guy. One of his exes died. Then he was supposed to like use his memories to make a eulogy, and you do that by looking at pictures. I'm like, that's kind of cool. So it's going through all these memories, and like he's like kind of bad mouthing his ex, saying like she was a horrible person, yada yada yada. But then it turns out he was actually kind of a bad person and tweaked out also. So in the end, him thinking like his shorty wanted to leave him, she actually wanted to stay with him and left him a note, but he was too blinded by rage and whatnot to not even look at the note or read it. So like he was going through all these memories, or looking at these pictures and going through these memories to remember stuff, and like he was trying to figure out, okay, I was kind of the problem, and she was actually pretty decent. Like I was just tweaking out. So that was actually a really nice episode. I think I for sure have it. I have it above episode 2. Probably tied for Plaything, which is episode 4, but below episode 3, Hotel Reverie. Episode 1 though, that's interesting. Let me talk about the last episode. Then we could go into it, the rankings or whatnot. Then last episode was U.S. Callister into Infinity. This was actually a part 2 of other episode, like I think a season or 2 ago, where this crazy tech dude who's in a video game company would take the DNA from his employees that he didn't like or liked, then copy them and make real copies of them inside the video game. So they're like actual real people. It was like a full-on base copy. He would torture them and whatnot. He's like practically the god of that universe because he's like the developer of the game. They ended up escaping into an actual video game. They're free now. That was the last season, but this season is them just trying to survive. And I think that was pretty interesting to see. Like, okay, you're out of this guy's crazy. What's the word? Not developer app, but like his own universe, like his Minecraft world of his own that he could just control. You're free from that, but not in a video game with crazy teenagers who like killing people or whatnot. So they're trying to survive that and just trying to figure out, okay, what can we do? And the solution is to practically go to this inner universe and make their own pocket universe where they're safe. So the point is, I think this is probably like my favorite episode just because it was a part 2. At the same time, we got to see, them interact with, being like actual people who are inside a video game trying to survive and, just figure out ways to navigate that. You feel me? So that was pretty fun. Then the twist at the end where how Infinity works was like they're in a video game that's like it's a space video game. So the way the video game works is like it makes like a new planet every few minutes or something like that. So the twist was that the one of the two CEOs, he made like one of those clone copies of the one of the game developers from the first season who was kind of crazy, put him in the game in the center of the game to like make universe and like in this slow time sphere or whatever. So he's been making planets. He said for like 500 years, but he didn't mind because like he kind of just enjoyed making the planets. But at the same time, he was like, okay, listen, I can get you guys out of this game, get you all you want, but you gotta leave a copy of yourself for me, so I can have like my own friend or whatnot. So again, being the creep he was, because at first we thought, the game developer on the outside was just a full-on creep, went crazy over time, and then like the guy on the inside he seemed like pretty chill and whatnot, but no, he's just like his outside self. He has those crazy tendencies. So that was like a fun, bait and switch. We all thought for sure he was actually kind of decent, but in the end he actually was just kind of creepy as well. Then at the end, they ended up all escaping, but instead they went to like the pilot's head, the main character's head. So now they're stuck in her head, and they're trying to figure out like how to get out of that now. So yeah, all in all, this whole season, pretty good. This was for sure a ramble of mine. Like I was just going off, but yeah, I think I have U.S. Callister probably one, my favorite. Then Hotel Reverie 2, Common People 3, Eulogy 4, and Betty Noir 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I'm missing one. Oh, Plaything. I have Plaything over Betty Noir. So Plaything 5, Betty Noir 6. The point is Betty Noir's last place. His last place. But yeah, that's it for this review. Sorry for the delay. I've been a busy young man and all that fun stuff. But hey, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Oh, I stream. Well, a little side plug-in. I stream every now and then. It's been a minute, but I'm going to come back. But also streaming on Twitch too. Link will be in the description. I'm going to be posting that a lot now, so look out for that. Follow it if you're a fan. And all that fun stuff. I'll catch y'all next time, all right?